COVID-19 response briefing. First, I want to start by saying that our hearts go out to the people in Texas, Louisiana, and across the country who've been impacted by the severe weather this week. Now, I want to give an update on how severe weather across the country has impacted vaccine deliveries and administration and how we intend to catch up. As of now, we have a backlog of about 6 million doses due to the weather. All 50 states have been impacted. The 6 million doses represents about 3 days of delayed shipping, and many states have been able to cover some of this delay with existing inventory. So let me first walk you through the situation and then tell you how we, as an entire nation, will have to pull together to get back on track. There are 3 places along the distribution chain that have been impacted by the weather. First, FedEx, UPS, and McKesson, our logistics and distribution teams, have all faced challenges as workers have been snowed in and unable to get to work to package and ship the vaccines, kits, and the required diluent. Second, road closures have held up delivery of vaccines at different points in the distribution process, between manufacturing sites to distribution and to shipping hubs. Third, more than 2,000 vaccine sites are located in areas with power outages, so they're currently unable to receive doses. General Perna's guidance to the team was to ensure safety of personnel, preservation of the vaccines and supplies, and constant communication with the states. Because of 72-hour cold chain constraints, we don't want to ship doses to those locations and have them sitting at a site where they might expire. So the vaccines are sitting safe and sound in our factories and hubs, ready to be shipped out as soon as the weather allows. Now, as weather conditions improve, we're already working to clear this backlog. 1.4 million doses are already in transit today, and we anticipate that all the backlog doses will be delivered within the next week, with most being delivered within the next several days. And we expect we will be able to manage both this backlog and the new production coming online next week. With everybody's hard work and collective effort, we will be able to catch up, but we understand this will mean asking more of people. UPS and FedEx both will support Saturday deliveries tomorrow. We are working with the jurisdictions to see which ones are able to take Saturday deliveries. The packaging plant for Moderna vaccines is just now coming online. Roads are being cleared for the workforce to leave their homes. They are working today through Sunday to package the backlogged orders and will put the vaccines and ancillary supplies on aircraft on Sunday night for Monday through Wednesday delivery. As we get back on track, we're asking states, sites, and vaccinators to help us catch up and to get Americans vaccinated. We know many Americans are awaiting their second dose, and many more their first dose. We're asking vaccine administration sites to extend their hours even further and offer additional appointments and to try to reschedule their vaccinations over the coming days and weeks as significantly more supply arrives. States and vaccination sites are going to want to be prepared for the additional volume. Whatever reduction we see in our 7-day average this week in vaccinations from the weather, if we all work together, from the factory all the way to the vaccinators, we will make up for it in the coming weeks. I want to personally thank the men and women who've continued to keep our operations up and running throughout this storm and have been working 24/7 with the states and with local vaccination sites. And my thoughts remain with all of those impacted. I'll be happy to answer any questions about this topic. But before we turn it over to Dr. Walensky and Dr. Fauci, I do want to briefly touch on our work to stand up more federally run sites. Even as we manage the weather on the one hand, we are pushing ahead with plans to get more vaccines to more places to get more Americans vaccinated. Today, I'm pleased to announce we'll be opening 5 additional vaccination centers, 1 in Pennsylvania and 4 in Florida. In Florida, we will stand up 4 major new community vaccination centers in partnerships with the state in Orlando, Miami, Jacksonville, and Tampa. These sites will have the capacity to vaccinate a total of 12,000 individuals per day in total. In Pennsylvania, we're announcing a major new community vaccination center at the Pennsylvania Convention Center in Philadelphia. This site will have the capacity to deliver 6,000 doses per day. Selection of all of these sites is based on a CDC FEMA framework that has been developed to target vaccinations to those who are most vulnerable. The goal is to launch vaccination sites that use processes and are in locations that promote equity and deploy the CDC's Social Vulnerability Index. The federal government will be deploying teams immediately to work hand in hand with state and local jurisdictions to get these sites set up, and we expect them all to be up and running in the next 2 weeks. So that's a brief status from the White House COVID response team. Here, we'll have more announcements to come next week. Now with that, I will turn it over to